pizzas, what's up? I'm gonna start referring to you as pizzas. If you're wondering why I'm recording in my bathroom, every other room is taken up, except for my room. But I'm not allowed to bring food upstairs, and I have some food with me for this video, so... Okay. So, this video will be educational. And, I have a more, educational focused video. It's probably posted by the time you're watching this. But if it's not, it will come today. I know that for sure. So yeah, just expect that. So without further ado, 7 forms of energy. I'm going to be showing you 7 forms of energy. Okay, so the first one that I have is thermal energy. Don't do this without adult supervision. I'm not actually going to let it, but it does work. It produces fire, which is thermal energy. It's hot. And it also produces light energy, just like this. It's bright. You see? It's producing light, just like your screen right now, because you're watching me. Unless you're on an iOS device and you have your darkness turned down to 0, because we all know how that looks. My iPad almost got stuck like that if it wasn't for me being a genius. But, okay. So that's the first 2 forms of energy done. But you know what this flashlight runs on, and most flashlights run on? It runs on electrical energy. Now, electrical energy is produced with electricity, of course. And a good example of this is, what are you watching me on right now? You're watching me on a device which probably runs on electricity, or it runs on the sun, which is solar energy. But a good example of that would be going outside, but that's not what we're here for today. That's also radiation energy. But you're watching me probably on a device that runs on electrical energy. And that's a good example of that, because a lot of devices run on electrical energy. And nowadays, that's where we get our electrical energy converted to most of the time, other than, the lights. But electrical energy can be... some devices run on radiation energy. And you know what radiation energy is similar to? Chemical energy. So chemical energy is in foods, Tide Pods. I have some Tide Pods right there, and Clorox, because I'm in my bathroom. But a good example of this is an orange. It has a lot of chemicals in it. If you're thinking, oh no, an orange doesn't have chemicals in it. An orange has vitamins in it. An orange has a chemical in it. Pretty much everything has a chemical in it. In fact, oxygen is a chemical. So you're breathing chemicals right now. Your body is chemicals. Did you know that? Okay. Chemical energy, if you put Coke into Mentos, it creates a fizz sound. And you know what sound is? It's sound energy, of course. A good example of this would be a instrument, or I'm producing sound energy right now by talking. And you're probably producing sound energy unless you could get this through this video without talking, which not impressive, but why? Just why, man? But a good example of this is people or instruments or stuff like that. Okay. And sound energy can come from instruments. Instruments have a lot of moving parts sometimes. And on the guitar, some of the strings are made of rubber, which brings us to elastic energy. Now, elastic energy is kind of odd. The only reason it exists is because it doesn't really belong to any energy category. But basically, when you move rubber, it stretches like this. Let me throw it at the camera. Like this. You saw that? You saw the rubber band? You saw it? It's produced when you stretch a rubber band or anything rubber or stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so a rubber band would be a good example of this because it's rubber and it's made for stretching things or keeping things in place. Stuff like that. But yeah, that's all the 7 forms of energy I have to show you. Now you might be saying, hey Lonnie, that's only 6 forms of energy. Well, the last form of energy is obviously motion energy. I said motion energy. I said motion energy. Yeah, I said motion energy. Like that. You're probably moving right now. Breathing makes your nose move, which is motion energy because your nose is moving, right? Right? Anyway, that brings an end to this video. Bye-bye.